Come on, kids. Come on. There you go. All right, kids. Hey, welcome back to Anything Goes Garage. We have parts today for the Chevelle Dash from National Parts Depot. Get this opened up and see what we got. Yep, the kids are at it again. Never stop. Chew, chew, play, eat, poop, pee. What doggies do? And sleep. Alright. Oh, a better knife. Let's see what we got here dash-wise. Hopefully got all the parts are in. The LED bulbs came in yesterday. Oil pump for the 66 came in yesterday. And something else. Oh. Fuel filters. Stock of fuel filters. That's what I ordered. Oh, look at that. Wrapping paper. Oh, no, you don't. No, because this will be like confetti all over the floor. No way. No. No. Alright, so we have 170, 172 tachometer gauge, 5500 red line. There's one thing ordered. A brand new catalog, which I need some catalogs. Sometimes it's just better one because I don't get a signal out here to go online. And this is, drum roll, gauge cluster housing, which is, should be, and I hope it is, this thing right here, which is disintegrated, just all the plastics broke, and the glass is scratched from wiping it with 30 rags and fingers, and that's the other piece. And we have printed circuit for the gauges, and we have the plastic for the front, and more wrapping, and I think that's it. Oh, no. Oh, the Holly, I hope this is right. It's for Chevelle accelerator pump. Accelerator bracket, 6872. It's supposed to be for Holly. Yep, that's it. Holly. Yeah. Oof. Nah, prices aren't that bad. There was a lot of stuff in that box. Wasn't cheap, you know, like that dash stuff can get a little pricey sometimes. So I've ordered from these guys before. They're pretty good. I don't know if I showed you guys the dashboard. I kind of painted it. It don't look bad. It came out okay. The paint started lifting around the gauge bezels a little bit, but you know, I'll bring it in here. All right, so I just painted this thing like a satin black. It kind of came a little glossier, but and then I just did with some silver around the gauges where they were, technically they were chrome, but $1,200 for this whole setup new, or repopped, but this thing was in good shape, so there's a couple of holes that things screwed into it from back in the day, but this is no restoration, so I got the dash over there, I got that apart. I didn't mess with the clock. I can't get the needles off that. I don't want to break it. I was going to take it apart and clean it out, see if I can get it to work, but here, I'll show you. I got a new fuel and temp gauge. The amp gauge was still, the amp gauge is all right on this one, except this wasn't the one that, well, it was at 6 o'clock, but I'm looking for it. That's it. Just, who knows? It might not be any good. If it is, I'll have to order another one. But here's the old printed circuit all smoked up and done. So, oh yeah, and I converted over to LED bulbs, which is better than these 194 deals. I got them off of Amazon. Mars Auto LED lighting. I put these in a lot of my cars. Either they're 194 style or the regular twisty bulbs. 6 volt. They even have them in 6 volt. I have retroed some of my 6 volt out, and it makes, wow, it's just a world of difference. So we're gonna try to get some of this together today. I'm kind of feeling like doing it. I was gonna wait till Saturday because we're supposed to get like 2 or 3 inches of rain. Gee, more rain. Just what we need. And I want to go look at a car, but that's gonna have to wait. There's the pan for the 66. Pans out of this, off of this. I took the pump apart, and I found something in the pump, and then I went to put the pin back in with the, well, it's not here. the blow-off valve, the bypass valve, and I waffled the spring. So I just ordered a whole nother, what is it, M77 standard volume pump. So we'll get that in there. That'll probably be Saturday's job because it's supposed to rain like crazy and I need a boat to go back and forth from the house to the garage. So I'll just stay here. I'll build my ark. This will be my ark. So, all right, let me get some of this stuff unwrapped and check for fitment. All right, let's see this gauge cluster. I just hope everything's right. I don't want to wait another week, or a couple days for parts, week, but I think that's it. Yeah, it's just not green. I don't know why they made them green. A lot better. It's a different part. Comes with all the turn signal green things, the high beam. Well, the brake one's over. No, the brake one's there. I have that. Oh, and it comes with the light switch bezel, I guess the clear piece. So I guess what you would do is, how in the world? I don't know how you attach it. Oh, I guess you melt these little knobs down after you put the glass on it. Or, no, here it is. The knobs on the front side. I think you melt them over like they did from the factory. Where's my old one? Here it is. Guess you put the glass on there, and I guess you melt them down, and some don't, and some do. Guess you just take a hot iron and just bloop, bloop, bloop. So, yeah, this one's really scratched and dirty, and when I went to undo the gauges, everything broke, just started snapping. This is brittle. I mean, you could, you know, I'll cut myself, but yeah, this is pretty much junk. So, oh, that's even melted. All right, let me unwrap this. Ooh, party. Oh, they do give you a new brake one. And a couple other little pieces in here. Huh. Okay. That's nice. That's a nice piece right there. Shoo! What a difference 51 years, 52 years makes. As old as I am, I think. Oh no, did I say it out loud? Alright. Let me get you up here with this. Alright, I'm going to wrap this tack. I'm actually really curious to see what this looks like. Woo! Birdie. A tack that works, because that one's either burned up probably from using it with the HEI, because I remember there's an HEI in the car. You can use these with HEI, but you have to buy the MSD. There's a little box you buy MSD. The part number's in there. I forget what they call it. Why doesn't this thing sit on 0? That's probably, hopefully it's not broke. No directions. Uh-oh. Ooh. I don't like the way that doesn't float, but looks like a nice piece. It's actually got a circuit board in them now, not like they used to. Where's my old one? Here we go. This one's got an old school circuit board. Yeah, look at the difference in that. Look at that. Yeah, see, this one floats a little better, like it bounces, but I'm sure everything's changed over the years. Like the circuit board on that. See that? If you could see that. And the circuit board on the old school one. That's pretty neat. Boy, how times have changed. This may be fixable. I tried hooking it up to my other car, but I don't think it works. It didn't work for me unless the ground was off. I don't know. It didn't work in the car, so I'm gonna put that in tonight. So, all right, we got the clock in. I tried to fix the clock, but the electronics part of it is melted, so that's no good. So we just clean it up, put it back in there. Now we're gonna install this tachometer, nice and easy. And I'm gonna find all the screws and try to remember where everything goes. Hey, hold on a second here. Where are you going with my test light there? Come here. Stop. No. Give me my test light. Come here. No. No, there's no rrr. Stop it. Oh my God. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we have puppy chew problems right now. Anything that's fair game is now puppy fair game. So here we are trying to do stuff, and these two are driving me absolutely, totally bonkers tonight. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna put them outside because it's still light out. Right. Oh, so these screws aren't right either. I took the screws out of this thing, but they don't seem to want to grab anymore. I think the holes are too big. So I think they were like right on the edge from the factory. When you tighten them down, it was like a one-time use. You just can't go crazy with them. Some of them work, some of them didn't. So you know what? I think I'm gonna just take these out and keep them all the same design. Instead of 1/4 inch head to a, oops, don't lose it. There it goes. We'll save them for another project. So we'll use Phillips heads on these. Just go nice and easy. I think one over here is a little bit big. I might have to go next size up thread, which sucks, but it is what it is. There we go. Look at that. Okay. So, we'll get these in here. Let's see here. Okay. Okie dokie. That one seemed to tighten up. It's a little bit bigger than the last one, so this little hex head here one doesn't want to work. So, all right. So there you go. New tack, used speedometer, and clock that doesn't work, but it is what it is. I didn't get a clock, so we can always take it apart and do it later. I don't think it's going to matter. Alright, so we can get this out of here and pick out the gauges, and I have to get that cluster going over here. So let me put some things and make some room on this bench. Alright, so we got this. I don't like the little blemish it's got in the front of this thing. It looks like a stain, but I can't seem to get it off. Oh, that wrapping they had ain't the greatest. It was saran wrapped inside of this, inside of that. I get it, try the thing, but keep it clean, but I don't know what that is. I gotta try to get that off. Alright, we're gonna put this lens on. I'm not too crazy on how this fits. It doesn't fit that well. That there fits. Oh, there we go. Alright, it's a little better. The ends aren't the greatest. I guess I'm gonna have to, as I melt them down, I'm gonna have to hold them down. Because what you do is just melt these little tabs down. That's all, these little nipples, knobs, whatever the heck they are. So, there's one more bag here with stuff in it. I gotta find it. Where is it? Oh, that's it. Here it is. Okay. So we're gonna make sure we get this. That's got to also be melted in there too. I guess that goes right there for the lights. All right, so it looks like they give you an option of the green one or the clear one. And then you put it in there and then melt the ends off. But I don't know what to use. Maybe I'll just use the clear one. Kind of like the clear one. Match the rest of it. So we put that there, and then we will melt that one on the back when we flip it over. For now, just do this, put that there. I'm waiting for my heater thingy to heat up, and it feels like it's getting there. It's close. All right, we're gonna start this, I guess, in the middle. On this old one here, they did, it seems like every other one, so that's what I'm gonna do. I just gotta make sure these are all lined up correctly, and don't look like they give you much material. I may have to do a little bit of hot glue might work too. Let me short on cord here too. Oh yeah, I remember melting hot model plastic with these things. That brings back memories. Melting old models together. And doing like car stuff, little plastic cars. There we go. Whoop, that one was a little too early. Premature, let it go. May have to do that one too. Because they don't give you much of the other one. This is like half the size of the little tit that goes on there. So I'm going to do both of them because it's got a little spring to it, which I don't like. Alright. Alright, so we're going to put the clear lights indicator in. That's what the factory one is. And then you got to do the same and melt the tabs over. They don't give you much for the tabs for the height. That's for sure. Make sure they That's all I did on this. I have to double check what I do here. I'll save the blue one for another project if we ever use it or somebody wants it. You know me, I don't like throwing things away. I'm kind of a hoarder / pack rat. I love this. Ooh, that's stinky, that there. Whatever that material is. Good old burning the old rubber, burning the old plastic. Can imagine breathing this stuff in all day long at the factory. That must be cute. Alright, well that's done. Guess I can unplug this. Turn that off. It's done. Put that someplace. Oops, safe. You don't need to break that. And we'll move on to the next piece. Alright, so our next trick. Guess we'll put this over top of there. You know what? I think we're missing... Oh, I know what we're going to do. Almost forgot to put that brake thing. In. Or does that go on the outside? Well, that goes on the outside, I think. Yeah. Yeah, because it was glued to here. So... Yeah. Wait. Did it? Yeah. Okay. Man, it's been a week since I've done this, so... That's why I kind of keep things around. The fun part is, why is this thing hanging up? There. Oh, there. Oh, nope. I got a feeling this clock face is not assembled correctly. I don't know. It just don't seem right. Yep. That right there is clocked wrong. I'm going to take this clock back apart. Dang. Yeah. This is what it is. Okay. Now we're good. I guess I could start putting the screws in the back. I believe that's what these are anyway. Or was it the other ones? No, the other ones were the bigger style. Was this the same head? I think it was. There's a tiny little screw that goes in there. Let me see. Yeah, it was them. Definitely don't want to break this new piece, but it's not like egg shells. That other one, when you unscrewed them, everything just snapped. It was just like, literally like trying to put a screw through an egg. Everything just broke. The new ones kind of go. I'm not going to tighten them all right away. I'll just pull them down to the heads just touch. And then we'll check it for alignment. It's got little dowel pins. They look like they're lined up, but just like a lug nuts on a wheel, putting a wheel on, tighten them up kind of in a star pattern. Let's see, where is that? That is it. And there's a couple of these. Oh, these are for the side. That's why. All right. That's flat there. That's flat there. So I guess we can pull these down now. Just a little bit. A little snuggage. All right, so they do snug down. You don't kill them anyway. That was the right ones. I want to put the little knob back on the clock. Before I lose that and the itty bitty tiny, I mean tiny, I don't know what side it goes on. I guess it goes on that way. Tiny little screw driver somewhere. I do not have my peepers on for that. And that holds the knob on. Oh boy, I heard the dogs at the door. I threw them outside because things were getting crazy in here. The whole thing keeps turning, which I think it's supposed to. Oh, there it is. It's on. Okay, she's tight. All right, so that's looking pretty dang good. Nice clean look. All right. Oop, that was not a good thing. Hold on. I got a dirty hand. Wipe my hands again. I'll hit this with a little cleaner before I put together. So that's done. I need to put the side gauges in now. Amp gauge went here. Oh, I got a hobby web right there. It's good, clean. Now, where in the world? There's that one. There's 3 of those. Okay. I don't like these screws. They just don't. I ain't the screws, it's the plastic. They're blind holes, and they're not really working with these. I had a bunch of screws here. What'd I do with them? Where are you? Oh, there they are. We can try these. I have a bunch of different types of screws we can try. As long as we don't break the housing. If they're too fat, it'll break the housing. There we go. Because that's what it looks like. It's too fat. Let's see here. Let me try. I gotta line this thing up somehow. I'm going to put this here. Wow. Lots of alignment there. Whew. Lack thereof. Alright, so I'm going to bust out these new gauges. That's brand new temperature and fuel gauge. Look at that. Pretty pretty. Uh-oh. That one's a little sticky. I don't like that. It's a little tight. I don't think the original one was that tight, was it? No. This isn't very floaty, but that could be because it's... Man, I hate to have to take this thing back apart again. I guess they're all a little that way. The other ones are probably just broken, or they're different electronics, probably. But like, I don't want to play with that too much, but as you can see how easy that needle moves around. That one there don't like to move. But then again, electronics are much more different these days, so we're gonna install this. And I'm using different screws this time because I don't like what's going in there from the factory. This plastic does not accept those. All right, how about that? Look at that. Looking like new. Woo! All right. Just have to touch this thing up a little tack-free cloth. And the brake thing's got to go on there. The printed circuit is next. I got to go get that. Okay, now comes the printed circuit. Now that should go in here like so. This ought to be interesting. I've done one of these in a truck, but oof, yeah. I guess that's a ground. You would put, let's see, there's gotta be a screw here. It goes there for a ground. I remember some grounds in here. And this basically holds the center. Don't have to go crazy with these either. Now that grounds all the lights and anything else. Now why is there... Did I mess something up here? Is this upside down? No. Why is that one 2 and that one's 3? That don't make sense. So if I had that way, and those were here. Nope, that's right. Okay. Oh, okay, it doesn't use those two. All right. Just checking, just checking. All right, so the next, ooh, let's see, what do we got here? I'm gonna have to, that's a ground too. I'm gonna take that one back out. That one's a ground, that's a ground, that's a ground. Okay, so anywhere there's a mounting, oh, that one's a ground. No, that's not. Oh, that one's a ground. So a couple of these are used as a screw, and screws to the plate is a ground. Okay, printed circuit. Besides the lights, everything's on, grounded, ready to go. So now we're gonna try our bulbs in here. I should test each one of these first. Actually, you know what? I do have if I can find the plug that goes in here, I do have a pigtail. I can test all these, so we got to be careful with these. They gotta be just right when they go in. It's easy to wreck these. All right, so now we're gonna test make sure all the dashboard lights are going, which will be on this one. And we have light. Oh, that one's, yeah, that one's working. That one's working. That one's working. That one's working. I don't think that one's working, or is it? I think it is. Oh, I can't tell. That one's working, I think. Can't tell. Yo, kids, stop, please. Stop fighting. I'm telling you. Yeah, so try to get this in here. See what's going on with that. Oh, that one's working. Don't seem to get this one, and this one's not working. Might be a connection here. So we're getting there. Let me see if these tabs, sometimes the tabs are junk on them. Hey! What? Alright, hold on a second. Alright, I don't know how you can see this, but I do have a bottom bulb out here. Actually, I don't think, no, there's not supposed to be one here because it's an oil light. But there's a bottom one out here. I kind of like it. It's hard to see in this. To see it in person is a whole nother thing, but it always has a shadow on these. I don't know why. Because they put the light up in the corner. But I like it. That's lit up nicely. So, I kind of like it. I think, yeah, just the only one that's not working, I got to check the connection on, is the one at the bottom of the clock. But otherwise, no, it's really nice. Can't wait to get the rest of this together. So we're back with this car, the Chevelle, and I managed to get the dash in. Everything pretty much works, except for the clock, of course. I have to screw the dash pad back on, but everything works, but high beam indicator, which I think is a switch, and I forget, oh, the wipers won't work, but there's power. I think the motor's bad. The amp gauge works, the temperature gauge works, the fuel gauge works, the tach works beautiful. So I still have to screw some stuff down, touch this thing up, put this back on. We're almost done. I'll have to show it to you at nighttime with the LEDs on. It's freaking awesome. So, all right, let me, gotta get working on that. And I got that one yet. So, that'll be pretty much it for now. Quick little video of the dash. I'll update you on the LEDs because, yeah, we'll wait for nighttime to fall. It's still afternoon, and we got plenty to do here. So thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and thank you very much for commenting on my previous posts.